What's up, everybody? I'm Chase Lee reporting for DallasMoviescreenings.com, and I got another movie to review for you guys, and that would be the 2017 version out of 1,000 different versions of The Mummy. This is from Universal, and this is supposed to kick off their dark universe that they have planned out. So they want to add, Frankenstein, Invisible Man, Wolfman, Bride of Frankenstein. You get a movie. You get a movie. You in the corner over there, you get a movie. So, yeah, this was the kickstart to this new dark universe that they wanted to try out. Stars good old Thomas Crurilius, and it's about a mummy that they awaken from a tomb, and she wreaks havoc. That's about it. So, looking at the trailers before I went into this movie, I wasn't really necessarily excited. I was like, okay, like they want to take a shot at this, universe, world building and whatnot, which I applaud. Like, they have this plan. They want to do all these movies. That's cool. But at the same time, it's like, please just make this one good first, and then we can talk about future installments. So I wasn't really excited. So I was going into it very just, I had an open mind. I was like, well, I don't know, maybe it could be good, but I wasn't expecting it to be some masterpiece or whatever. I just wanted some really good kind of horror adventure fun. Did we get that? I mean, this movie's pretty mediocre. Like it's literally just like down the middle type of film, and it's not good, it's not bad. It's just, you just walk out going, okay, I just saw this 2-hour-long advertisement for this dark universe. So let's get real and break this down. So some of the positives, I like the opening. The opening to the the backstory of the mummy herself, played by Sofia Boutella. I thought she was menacing. I love the whole vibe of the backstory. It was very it had that mythology type of revenge, jealousy type of feel. I don't know. I really enjoyed it, and it actually went pretty dark for a PG-13. It had some pretty graphic violence, and we had a naked Sofia Boutella on her knees. And I'm like, what the? This is PG-13, right? So I did like the opening. Besides the fact that Russell Crowe was basically explaining it to us, but he wasn't really talking to anyone in the movie. He was just talking to us as the audience, and you're like, feels kind of weird and out of place. But the actual backstory of the mummy was pretty cool, and some of the sequences were cool looking, I guess. Some of the action sequences and shots were inventive, but other than that, that's about it I have for the pros. And I guess the last pro before I take a dump on this movie is that I didn't really care for this movie, but if they want to continue on doing this universe, I'm still fascinated by other installments of other monsters and whatnot. But I'm, it's not a good start, but I'm still curious about the future. All right, we got those out of the way. Negatives. Let's start with the characters. The characters are uninteresting. There's nothing to them. There's really no reason to care about anything that's happening. They're just walking caricatures with these beautiful actors walking around and just saying lines like, "There's the mummy. Let's go." It's just, it wasn't that over dramatic, and I realize that Tom Cruise has some type of charm to him, and that's the appeal of his kind of movie stardom and whatnot. I just felt like there was nothing here to work with because the story was so bland and the dialogue was so mediocre, and it was just nothing but a 2-hour shoehorn advertisement for this universe. And they would even have the movie of The Mummy go, stop it for 20 minutes, and then go see Russell Crowe's character and just, explain about this dark universe of gods and monsters. And you're just like, this doesn't really fit. Because the director or the direction of this film is very unfocused. It's got tonal problems all over the place. It doesn't have one consistent theme that it wanted to do. Did it want to be this mummy movie? Did it want to be this dark universe movie? Did it want to be a comedy? Did it want to be a horror film? Did it want to be an action film? It didn't know what it wanted to be. So every time when a different genre would kind of come forth and clash with the others, it did not work. Case in point, the comedy in this film is terrible. I absolutely hate every single line that was uttered. They even go back to the same sex joke, I think 2 or 3 times, and it's like, what are we watching? And that also has to do with Jay Johnson's character. I love that man to death. I met him in person. He's a very funny dude, and I love the show New Girl. I'd rather take his role in Jurassic World than he took in this. It was just extremely unfunny. He was nothing but the jokester, and it's just it did not work. It was just so odd. I don't know why they thought they were trying to be this edgy comedy. No, just no. So. The characters were uninspired. The writing was just so flat and generic and mediocre, and The humor and the tonal problems are just just terrible. It's just this is like a prime example of a very cookie cutter basic movie that a factory would just pump out. They basically be like, oh hey, there's more movies coming, but we hope you like this, I guess. Another bad thing I would say would be some of the action sequences. Is just, like I said, some of it was, for the most part, it was very uninspired. There was a couple of shots that looked kind of cool and some action sequences that looked kind of cool, but it was just so PG-13 that they should have just went full on R with this. Because even when I was talking about the beginning with like the graphic violence and the the nudity and whatnot, it's like, why couldn't you just go for it? R-rated movies work, people. I mean, look at Logan, look at Deadpool. They took a chance within that genre and it paid off. I will guarantee that people would pay out the butt for a R-rated mummy movie and an R-rated Dark Universe. Are you kidding me? You guys already made the Wolfman from 2010 rated R. So why not try it for all these others? Like it just makes sense because you're dealing with this mummy that like sacrifices people and stabs people in the chest and undead people and stuff getting pummeled and run over and stuff. Like it could call for an R rating, especially with that opening backstory. So I think they should have just went full on R with it because as of right now, I don't care for the film. It's not good. It's not bad. It's just very, very mediocre. And my God, the ending of the film will make you sit there, scratch your head, and be like, Universal, what are you doing? Why is this the ending? This is so forced in. Like, it doesn't make any sense. And you're just like, yeah, look at us. We're starting a dark universe. Just no. I guess one positive I could say about them doing the shared universe, I guess, is even though those scenes were unnecessary where they like stopped the Mummy movie basically to go talk to Russell Crowe and him and describe this universe, Russell Crowe's character was entertaining to watch. So that's my positive spin on it. But other than that, guys, very, very bland movie, very mediocre movie, very flat, whatever word you want to use, it is it. I can't dip it down into the D's because I do know from, just a filmmaking standpoint and a technical standpoint, it is competently made, I guess, but it's just so uninspired, I guess, and just when you watch it, you're like, something just feels so just vanilla about this. Like it just doesn't reek of any creativity whatsoever. And I think that had to do with the 6 writers they had on this movie and the direction that was just completely void of any type of creativity. It was just all a mishmash of everything, and just Universal probably putting their hands in the pot going, yeah, you gotta have 30 minutes of this expanded dark universe. Ugh. And so it just unfocused clutter. That's what it is. Even on an entertaining level, I didn't find it entertaining whatsoever. It's just like there was, like I said, a couple sequences I guess were cool, but that's it. I wanted it to end for sure. But yeah, for the technical reasons, I can't dip it down to a D because it does have like the technical level at least competent for a mediocre movie. So, but I'm not going to give it a C+ or a C, but I will dip it down to the lower half of the grade. I'm going to give the Mummy 2017 version a C-. So what did you guys think of this movie? Have you even heard of it? A lot of people said they like it. Please tell me why down below why you guys liked it. I would like some insight, please. So I'm Chase Lee, guys, reporting for DallasMoviescreens.com, and tune in next time for whatever I review next. I will see you guys later.